India is a land of rich wildlife biodiversity, historically and biogeographically. It is one of the rarest countries in the world that has all the noted large predators surviving within the borders of the country, and that includes Asiatic lions, Asiatic leopard, the Indian tiger, clouded leopard and snow leopard. And with the new attempt of introducing cheetahs from Africa into the Kuno National Park of Madhya Pradesh, India will become the only country, if successfully cheetah is reintroduced into the wild, to have all the major cat predators of the world in one single country. No other country can boast for that. Not only the majestic large cats, India also hosts a large number of smaller wild cats, together with a population of over 30,000 Asiatic elephants, one-horned Indian rhinoceros, large number of species of deers and other ungulates spread across from north to south and from west to east in rich, ecologically sensitive habitats that includes both freshwater and marine aquatic habitats, tropical and subtropical forests, dry deciduous forests, coniferous forests, and hot and cold deserts, along with estuarine ecosystems that are spread across this vast subcontinent. In spite of having one of the richest sources of wildlife biodiversity and forests, and being considered as one of the megafauna country of the world, it's still being threatened with the challenges of extermination of its rare wildlife due to a number of natural and anthropogenic factors. Wildfires, both human-induced as well as natural, are an important source of destruction of the forest as well as extermination of wildlife in India. But very little care has been taken in regulating and restricting the forest fires from turning into devastating forms at the very beginning because of lack of interventions and preparedness of the Forest Department and allied government agencies to restrain forest fire at the very initiating point. Few other important factors that are impacting Indian wildlife are extensive poaching and illegal trafficking of wildlife products out of India into the adjoining countries, particularly in China. With the average income of people increasing in China and their overwhelming dependence on traditional Chinese medicine, which depends on body parts of various wildlife, it has become a menace for the entire world, where wildlife is being trafficked across the country into China. What is more alarming to note is that there are three major wildlife trafficking routes that operates through India into China, and these are the Siliguri corridor in the state of West Bengal that connects North Bengal with Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet into China, the Indo-Bangladesh border across the states of eastern India like West Bengal and the northeastern states such as Assam, Mizoram, Tripura, and last but not the least, the border between India and Myanmar that runs through vulnerable, unprotected northeast Indian states, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, are an extreme traffic ways for transport of wildlife through other countries into China. These wildlife trafficking routes are not only restricted to wildlife trafficking but are also used in the trafficking of contraband communities, in the process of smuggling, human trafficking, movement of terrorists and other antisocial elements inside and out the international borders of India. These threats have been impacting the wildlife and the rich biodiversity of this country that needs to be provided with immediate attention. The, the unprecedented increase in the population of India, which has pushed it to replace China as the world's largest population, is not always a very welcome news. The unprecedented growth of human population has pushed many fringe dwellers, forest residents deep inside the forest. Furthermore, the movement of refugees from around adjacent countries into India through the forested areas are also creating a wide range of destructive activities inside the forest. This has been further intensified by the presence of antisocial elements or anti-Indian terrorist groups that operates from the forest in vast parts of northern, eastern and northeastern parts of India. All these factors have combined together in causing a serious problem in impacting the wildlife populations of India. Indiscriminate hunting, lack of forest habitats due to destruction of habitats, habitat fragmentation has been causing animals such as elephants, leopards, tigers and other bigger mammals to move out of their forest homes and venture into human habitation, and therefore resulting in serious human-animal conflict that is detrimental for both sides. Furthermore, irresponsible driving of the railway tracks that traverse across the Indian forested areas or highways that crisscrosses Indian wilderness zones have been a point of regular intervention that needs to be brought under our immediate attention. These irresponsible drivers are driving through these protected areas at a very high speed, way above the recommended one, thereby causing collision with helpless wildlife and resulting in significant loss of the wildlife population by either killing or injuring them devastatingly. Such inputs that we have been collecting about the wildlife being exterminated in India is a heartbreaking story. We all need to work together on a common platform so that we can join hands in protecting the wildlife from becoming extinct. Many species are being pushed towards extinction. Many have been transformed from endangered to critically endangered because of our irresponsibilities, greed and selfish needs, where we have been destroying the local forest for various human economic interests and making the life and opportunities for wildlife to thrive in this area marginalized. Let us take this oath of protecting the wildlife in India so that it continues to be successfully regarded as one of the megafauna country of India, where animals or wildlife is well protected within its border and helps them to thrive and build their population up for our future generation. Shoikat Kumar Basu, Kalinga Chronicle TV, Kolkata Bureau.